Good morning and welcome to Kulturhuset Stadsteatern in Stockholm for the presentation of the 2022 Right Livelihood Laureates. My name is Ole von Uxküll and I'm the Executive Director of Right Livelihood. I will do our announcement in English first and then a short summary in Swedish. Right Livelihood was established in 1980 to nurture the human courage needed to achieve peace, justice, and sustainability for all. By recognizing the actions of brave visionaries and by supporting and connecting them, Right Livelihood promotes urgent and long-term social change. Anyone in the world can submit nominations for the award, and this year we considered 175 nominees from 77 countries. So chosen from these nominations by our international jury, the 2022 Right Livelihood Award laureates are mother and daughter Fartun Adan and Ilwad Elman for promoting peace, demilitarization and human rights in Somalia in the face of terrorism and gender-based violence. Alexandra Matvichuk and the Center for Civil Liberties for building sustainable democratic institutions in Ukraine and modeling a path to international accountability for war crimes. The organization Seco Se Sola of Venezuela for establishing an equitable and cooperative economic model as a robust alternative to profit-driven economies. And the Africa Institute for Energy Governance for the courageous work for climate justice and community rights violated by extractivist energy projects in Uganda. The 2022 Right Livelihood laureates show that system change is not only possible but outright necessary in the face of failing governance and the breakdown of international order. The 2022 laureates have each created new models for human and societal interactions that challenge the status quo. Today we face crises stemming from authoritarian governance, international aggression, exploitative economic systems, and political inertia to take action against a planetary climate breakdown. The practical visionaries we are awarding today are imagining a better world, and they work tirelessly to make it a reality. From today on, they will be part of the Right Livelihood network, now consisting of 190 laureates from 74 countries. The award will strengthen them in their important struggles and demonstrate to people around the world that everyone has the power to create change. Some more information about this year's laureates. Fartun Adan and Ilwad Elman are Somali human rights defenders who lead community-based peace-building initiatives and provide life-saving support to marginalized groups. Through their organization, Elman Peace, the mother and daughter have used innovative and culturally relevant solutions to support survivors of gender-based violence, disarm and rehabilitate former child combatants, and equip women and youth with job and leadership skills. Elman Peace's disarmament and reintegration approach addresses the underlying causes of extremism. This way it provides opportunities for both former combatants and at-risk youth. The laureates' intergenerational and holistic work provides a safe haven to many in the midst of instability. Alexandra Matvichuk is one of the most prominent human rights defenders in Ukraine, striving to achieve a full democratic transition and ensure justice. As chairwoman of the Center for Civil Liberties, she and the organization have been instrumental in strengthening Ukrainian civil society and national institutions for over a decade, while also pushing to further the rule of law and adherence to international law. Their work of documenting war crimes and human rights violations is paving the way to accountability, gaining increasing importance since Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. They are now part of a groundbreaking international effort to ensure accountability for war crimes and other violations. Under extreme circumstances, they keep their focus on victims on the ground and on strengthening the rule of law. Secosesola, the Central de Cooperativas de Lara, is a network of community organizations from low-income areas that produces and provides affordable goods and services to more than 100,000 families across 7 Venezuelan states. The network has vastly expanded over the last 55 years to include cooperative funeral services, food markets, a health network, savings and loan services, as well as agricultural production and small processing plants. Secosesola's economic activities are almost entirely self-financed and are offered well below retail prices. In the midst of Venezuela's economic and political crises, Secosesola operates in an open, horizontal and cooperative way to meet the needs of communities. Their success proves that we can build societies and economies on trust, solidarity and sustainability instead of greed, exploitation and short-sightedness. The Africa Institute for Energy Governance, AFIEGO, is a Ugandan organization empowering communities to stand up against environmentally damaging projects linked to the exploitation of oil and gas. Through advocacy, media campaigns, and local and international legal action, AFIEGO has ensured that communities' voices are heard by decision makers. The organization has been at the forefront of efforts to stop the construction of EACOP, the East African crude oil pipeline, which would transport Uganda's crude oil to a port in Tanzania for export. AFIEGO's work has drawn severe backlash from the Ugandan government, resulting in threats and harassment, including arrests and detentions against its staff. However, AFIEGO continues to fight for the well-being of communities and environmental protection. And now a brief presentation of the laureates in Swedish. Fartun Adan och Ilwad Elman, mor och dotter från Somalia, får Right Livelihood-priset för sitt arbete för fred, demilitarisering och mänskliga rättigheter, där hot som terrorism och könsbaserat våld är ständigt närvarande. Alexandra Matvichuk och Center for Civil Liberties får priset för sitt arbete med att bygga hållbara demokratiska institutioner i Ukraina och att skapa en väg för internationellt ansvarsutkrävande för krigsbrott. Organisationen Secosesola i Venezuela prisas för att ha etablerat en rättvis kooperativ ekonomisk modell som ett kraftfullt alternativ till vinstdrivande ekonomier. Och Africa Institute for Energy Governance i Uganda hedras av Right Livelihood jury för sitt modiga arbete för klimaträttvisa och stöd till lokalsamhällen vars rättigheter kränks av storskaliga projekt för energiutvinning. 2022 års Right Livelihood-pristagare arbetar på gräsrotsnivå med att stärka de samhällen de lever i. I en verklighet med bristande ledarskap och förlorad kontroll, inklusive krig, terrorism, neokoloniala energiprojekt, miljöförstöring och ekonomiska kriser, har de etablerat nya system med människan i centrum. Deras framgångar visar hur vi kan bygga samhällen grundade på rättvisa snarare än utnyttjande. Tack så mycket.